Hello, hello, and welcome to our first fantastic Friday of the new year. And oh, do we have a howler of a show today? Just had to say that out loud. We're standing under the luminous glow of the full wolf moon in Cancer, a moon that awakens. It awakens the ancient memoirs, the memory inside each and every one of us. I was just checking my mic to make sure it was working. Always got to love that. However, the instinct, the intuition, the emotional knowing that lives beneath the surface. So, this is a moon that calls your spirit home, a moon that asks, who should or who are you when the world quiets or softens and your inner voice finally gets to speak and finally be heard? So, this full moon, this wolf moon, is the first full moon of 2026, and she unlocks the emotional frequency that guides the entire year ahead. And Cancer rules the waters of the heart. And also in the Dagara water year, we are in a water year in the Dagara cosmology. So this becomes a double reflection, double feeling, double initiation. So we don't run from emotion today or into tomorrow because the moon is in Cancer right now, climbing. So it's a message to partner with those tides. Also, as we prepare for the fire horse ceremony, yes. So this is the great ignition portal of 2026. And today's show is a bridge. It's a remembering, a calling in the portal community and inside the coven. We're walking into a year designed to recalibrate our health, wealth, relationships, career, and so much more. The real human expression of your own lunar and spiritual path combined. So the question isn't, what do you want anymore? The question really is, who are you becoming as you rise into your next timeline? What will you burn away? What will you water into being? Like, what's the course of water? And of course, like watering, right? Under this full moon, this full wolf moon, we honor the howl inside of us, that inner howl, that wild, intuitive voice we've been taught to quiet, to simmer, but is ready to reclaim its sovereignty. So really settle in and take a breath and feel the lunar tides pulling you closer, because today we will walk between worlds. We are officially standing at the threshold of a very exquisite brand new year. A brand new elemental cycle is coming, a brand new identity rising from within each and every one of us as we move forward and towards the fire ceremony inside the portal community. So there's a ritual initiation to ignite your purpose, your power, and your personal timeline. So I want you to really ask yourself, who are you ultimately becoming? Not who you were in 2025, not who the world even told you to be, but the version of you that already exists out in the quantum field. The version that's calling you forward through synchronicity, sensation, transformation, shifting. Because 2026 is a year of embodiment, a year of alignment, a year of actualizing your deepest blueprint. This is your soul evolution of 2026. And in the portal community, inside the 2026 workshop series that is coming soon to a theater or a coven near you, we're actually scaling every dimension of your life. Health, energetic reconstruction and vital restoration energies, our wealth, clearing those subconscious blockages and activating the receiving field, being in receivership. Wealth comes in a variety of forms. It's currency, it's like water, it's flowing, but also relationships, rewriting your emotional algorithm within them, even your career, just aligning your purpose with your prosperity timeline, your abundance timeline, even spirit, just remembering the multi-dimensional being that you are and always have been. So this is not going to be surface level coaching. This is metamorphosis for your health, wealth, relationships, and your soul path. And of course, for my magical beings inside of the coven, this is the year where your rituals will amplify, your intuition will sharpen, and your manifestations take on momentum. So we're going to be working with, of course, seasonal ceremonies, elemental rites, even ancestral medicine, fire, lunar magic, and of course, practical magic and mysticism that really builds your real life, not just your spiritual life, and activating the version of you that is really ready, truly ready to rise. So I kind of want to dive into that. But now, before we keep flowing with the wolf moon's current and staying in the season of the wolf moon, the affirmation, if your natal moon is in Cancer, this is super cute. But I do want to take a moment and speak directly to those of you with a natal moon in Cancer, because this lunation, it hits you differently. For you, my lunar beings here on my show, this full wolf moon isn't just an illumination, it's activation. It awakens the original imprint of your emotional body, the one you arrived with, within your sacral, the one you've carried through lifetimes. And Cancer moons feel everything before anybody else does. And under a full moon in your own sign, the tides rise from within. This is your personal high watermark of the year. It's emotional clarity, it's ancestral remembering, it's soul level truth coming or bubbling even to the surface. It's a reclamation of intuition that's been whispering all year long through previous timelines. So this wolf moon becomes a gut level compass reset for your 2026 path. So if you've been off course, you feel it. If you're aligned, you'll know it. And if something's been trying to get your attention, oh, baby, it's not whispering today. It's howling. It's the howl, right? So if this resonates, definitely be gentle with yourself to and through. Your emotional body is not just weather, it is prophecy. So, and for those of you that really want to dive deeper into the architecture behind the wolf moon's 4 pillars, the elemental relationships, the day master dynamics, and how this yin fire ox, yin metal ox energy framed this lunation, just make sure you go back and listen to last week's show. That's where we cracked open the entire chart, pillar by pillar, to reveal why this wolf moon's medicine is so potent, especially for navigating this water year, 2026, in the Dagara cosmology, a different elemental. I kind of mapped them all. And of course, if you're craving the ritual layer of this wolf moon, the protection spread and the ancestral work, the lunar howl meditation, some bonus stuff, the elemental practices to really ground this energy through your root, your heart, and the earth star. All of that is, of course, waiting for you inside the coven online in that community, which is also going to be mapping out a great new facelift here. And of course, Tiger wants to drool. But this is where the deeper work happens. The rituals that shift your timeline, the meditations that rewire your field, and the seasonal portals that really help you understand why you feel what you feel and how to alchemize it. So if your intuition is nudging you, if your inner wolf is pacing at the door, join us inside because your ritual home is already prepared. It's already out of the cabinet. And a glimmer can be found for your natal moon in the moon forecast on YouTube. But here's the Cancer natal moons during Capricorn season, your insights. But yeah, you can find yours there as well as Tiger is drooling. Here we go. And the natal moons in Cancer during Capricorn season, Cancer moon plus Capricorn season plus a full moon. This is big, title, emotional mastery kind of energy. So moon medicine for Capricorn season, if your natal moon is in Cancer, this is the full moon edition, amplified intuition, emotional clarity, karmic cleansing. Capricorn season always activates the Cancer moon deeply. These signs sit across the zodiac from each other, creating a cosmic axis of home plus purpose, emotional safety plus material stability. But this year, We're not just stepping into Capricorn season, we're stepping into it under a Cancer full moon, one that illuminates everything you've been carrying, nurturing, protecting, or suppressing. So the moon is in its home sign, your emotional field is heightened, your intuition is undeniable, and your inner tides are rising with messages you can no longer ignore. So with Saturn direct holding the cosmic backbone of the sky, you get emotional truth plus grounded guidance at the same time. So this is your reset. So how does this feel during Capricorn season for a Cancer moon? Heightened intuition, emotional sensitivity, old obligations, or emotional contracts surfacing for reconciliation. There could be a strong inner pull towards self-protection and boundary repair. There could be clarity around who drains you and who nourishes you. There could be a desire to retreat, reset, or refocus your energy inward. Even some deep ancestral messages in dreams. There could be a need to balance caring for others with caring for yourself. Even breakthroughs in understanding your emotional patterns, even a release of emotional burdens that no longer belong to you. Cancer moons feel everything, but during this full moon in your sign, you not only feel, but you move into seeing exactly what needs to shift. So to protect your emotional sovereignty, that's what this is all about. And moon medicine, or how to work this energy, you want to, this is a full moon emotional release. It's a reset. So of course, journal, but cry, cleanse, speak. Speak what's been sitting in your chest. Your body knows, and it's great to let it out. But you also want to redefine your emotional boundaries, like who gets access to your energy, who earns your closeness, who feels safe. Let Capricorn's wisdom help you draw that line, but also honor your needs without apology. This full moon reminds you your needs are sacred, valid, and worthy of devotion. But also cleanse your home plus your emotional space. It's energetic cleansing, whether that's freshening up your linens, doing a smoke cleanse, warm water, salt baths. Cancer moons heal through the environment, cooking even. So trust your intuition completely. Your inner tide never lies. And this full moon makes it crystal clear. It's energetic. And Omen Days, inspiration for Cancer moons. Your omens come through emotion, sensation, and the subconscious realm. So those are goosebumps, sudden waves of nostalgia, memory, ancestral symbols, water signs. Signs from water is what I mean. Whether that's spills, rain, fog, reflections, mirrors, physical sensations in the chest or the stomach, number patterns tied to family or roots. Your theme is emotional truth moves into sacred protection. And every omen is asking, what is ready to be released so you can feel safe again? I would probably tune into that all month long, just saying. And a mantra for the Cancer moons, I honor my emotions, protect my heart, and release what no longer belongs to me, which honestly, we all should be doing, just saying. And we are back. I just noticed how funny my camera is today. So with the moon at her fullest, let's kind of shift into the energetic architecture, the architecture of this lunar moment, which I actually covered last week. But for the full wolf moon in Cancer, I actually put the 4 pillars chart in the trash, but I still want to just recalibrate to it. But we're working with a yin fire ox day, a yang earth rat month, and we're finishing up the yin wood snake year. And it was arriving at the yin metal ox hour, the oxen. So this is a potent elemental stack. Fire is illuminating the earth, wood feeds the fire, and metal is chiseling at the truth. And water's holding all of this in an emotional ceremony. So it all works together. And we broke down how these pillars interact with the Daymaster and how they shape the emotional, energetic, and intuitive field of this wolf moon. But I do want to step into the 4 pillars of the birthing of the fire horse year, which is present here. But there's also a chart for February 17th. This is February 4th. It just kind of depends which one you look into. I like to look into both. So I'm going to be covering this for the month of January before I do my live session for the Fire Horse ceremony. So this is just a doorway, I want to say, to see what the ancestors are whispering, the element of fire. So arriving for myself February 17th, following the second new moon after the winter solstice. So this is just a glimmer into the year of the Fire Horse. It's really prepping us for that ceremony. It's a tidal wave. It's an elemental forecasting. So beginning specifically at 5:01 a.m. Mountain Time in my village. And this lasts into early February 2027. It's actually the time of the Aquarius new moon. And in 2026, this is like the cosmic is handing us a torch. The galaxy and the Yang Fire Horse year. This is arriving. It's like a wildfire of destiny. The fires are active. So for me, fire is like the Rar in my fairy deck. Anything the Rar touches, it accentuates it, positive or not so fantastic. Either way, I like to stay on the optimistic venue and focus on that. So it's bright, it's bold, it's catalytic, it's charismatic, absolutely uncompromising. So to understand the energetic elemental weather of 2026, we look at its elemental architecture through the eyes or the lens of the Bazi, the four pillars, whatever tonality you want to call it, label. But knowing that the year is the Yang Fire Horse, the heavenly stem is Yang Fire, the earthly branch, again, is Yin Fire, still is fire. So this is a double fire configuration. It's fire, big fire, the sun over the candle. So fire over fire, fire in the heavens, the heavenly universe, fire on the earth plane. What does that all mean? So this is illumination. It's visibility. It's also fame. It can be explosive, the kind of explosive transformations. It could be karmic acceleration. It's fire. It's purification of identity. I'm going to say a lot of people are going to go through a spiritual identity uplift, if you will, an identity shift. It's spiritual ignition. So the horse brings freedom, movement, rebellion. It's charisma. It's not just charisma alone, but it's charisma plus magnetic charisma together. Sudden opportunities, insights, emotional intensity. So combined, this is a year where truths burst into the open. It's the flame. Masks burn away. Soul contracts activate with full voltage, like at full voltage. Any contracts you have, and you're probably thinking, oh my goddess, no. But I always say the universe only gives us what we can handle, and the universe is like, everything happens for a reason. Ask the universe what's the reason for that, especially if you happen to be in that voltage grimoire. So this is not a quiet year. This is a destiny year. And the month pillars, because that's where it bursts from. We got spring, which is the wood season, the tiger, moving into summer, which is a fire season. While the exact month pillars shift each month, the year pattern moves from wood, which is spring, feeding fire, into summer. What does that even look like? What does that mean? This means the early part of 2026 grows the inner seedlings of purpose. So set your intentions daily, whatever that intention is, before you get out of bed. Do a visualization, a daily intention. And by mid-year, what was internal inside of you becomes external, meaning it's visible and it's undeniable. It's the becoming. And ideas become actions, intentions become those manifestations, and hidden truths become revelations. Wood nourishes fire. That's why Omen Days was so, I want to say it was the prepping phase for this whole year. But besides that, this means the entire year is being fueled. There's energy moving towards it. And the day pillar varies individually. We're all born on a different day. We all have a different day master, is what it's called. But here's where the magic for today's show is happening. The Fire Horse year is interacting differently with each person's day master. That's the core energetic identity. So what does that look like? So for example, a water day master, this is a steam year for you. What does a steam year look like? It's steamy, right? So it's pressure plus purification, which then leads to power. Say that again. Pressure plus purification, purifying, right? Which then leads to power. A wood day master, I have a wood day master. So we are being fed by fire's demand for truth. Creativity is going to explode. Ideas are going to be populating like out of this world. For a fire day master, doubling the fire, that equals breakthrough or burnout. I just want to say, expect the unexpected. On top of that, we've got Uranus moving into Gemini for its stay. I'm just going to say ritual grounding is vital energy for you. Earth day masters, yin earth, fire strengthens your inner vitality. So this is a year of building legacy, whatever that looks like for you. If your day master is a metal day master, fire melts metal. So this is all about transformation, surrender, and reshaping your identity. So this is your invitation to book a Cowry Shell Divination plus an elemental prescription to really understand your individualized day master relationship, whatever that looks like. We're all different, we're all unique, and we all have a gift and a purpose. The hour pillar, this represents purpose, legacy, what you do create or choose not to create. And in a fire horse year, the hour pillar themes globally, worldwide, I would even say galactic, they become the rise of youth or younger voices. Innovation in spirituality plus tech, AI, technology, but along with the rebirth of ancient rituals, like getting back to our origins and those new creative movements. It's like adding modernity to a ritual of the old. And the return of soul purpose, being clear about that, clarity around your soul purpose. And reimagining legacy, like your own legacy, not the patterns of the world defining that for us. So this is a year where people should be asking, or maybe you do ask, what am I here to build? And what must I burn away to build that? So fire is an element of revelation, and the horse is the messenger of destiny. And together they create a year where your spirit, fire, can no longer stay silent. It is becoming ignited. So 2026 is not about fixing the old identity. It's about stepping into the one that was waiting behind the smoke, possibly the mirrors and the smoke, the entire time. So I just want to kind of give you a little juicy pillar to day master, soul grabbing kind of breakdown. Yang fire, the horse year, moving into each day master. So if you have a water day master, I'm calling this the boiler. You are tempered, pressured, transformed. I want to say steam. Steam literally becomes your power, right? So I really do like that. A wood day master, myself, you are the torch bearer. You are holding the torch. Just imagine that. So fire lights your path. Creativity ignites, leadership awakens. If you have a fire day master, you literally are the inferno. It's like literally the inferno. There's nothing else I could say there. Your own element returns in excess. Just remember to refine, do not explode. This year creates leaders or burnout. Those two types of opportunities. I would utilize actually a lot of water and ritual for different reasons. I'll get into that as we move forward. If your day master is earth, you are the kiln. The kiln, listen to that. Fire strengthens you. You have to have fire to produce earth, right? Through ash. So this is year of building something monumental. And it takes more than one element to create ash, right? Wood to create the fire, which then transform into ash. Metal, if you're a metal day matcher, this is the forge. You forge into something new because fire melts metal. This is reshaping you into your true, authentic form. So surrender becomes transformation. And I know sometimes surrender is a word nobody likes, but it's in the surrendering that we get into the flow and the suffering ends. So now that we've kind of cracked open the architecture of the fire horse year, the elementals, you hopefully understand why the rituals, the Omen Days prep, and the offerings inside the coven matter more than ever. This is a year where you do not want to walk in blind. So if you're feeling the undercurrent of 2026 already calling towards you, the water year rising in the Dagara cosmology, the fire horse is approaching, the rituals, both of Yule and Omen Days, are kind of weaving your next timeline. Just make sure you've subscribed. This is where there's going to be plentiful. I'm going to be sending the premonitions, the elemental insights, the 4-pillar breakdowns, even the ritual templates you're going to want before we cross the threshold into the elemental new year. So if you want to walk into 26 aligned, not surprised, the element of surprise, just be sure you subscribe to my emails. That's it. There's rituals. There's all kinds of things in my emails. Lunar medicine, basically. Join the coven, or at the very least, just keep yourself in the circle, because the next few weeks, they are the doorway. I was prepping you for this moment. So with that, I'm not going to be doing Cowry Shell Divinations today. I'm still in holiday mode. And that, my energetic beings, my heartfelt, brings us to the end of today's Fantastic Friday transmission, for those of you that have tuned in. So beneath this energy, the sacred glow of the full wolf moon in Cancer, just remember, this moon is not just a moment, it's a message. It's the emotional compass really guiding you, flowing you. It's like currency, currenting into 2026, which is also a water year in the Dagara. So my water people, years ending in 1s and 6. You're highly attuned and activated. It's about being in the flow, being in alignment with your inner peace. And it's also moving us into the ignition portal of the fire horse year. So if you're ready to deepen this journey, be sure to join the coven. It's got rituals, meditations, elemental remedies, and your wolf moon actually protection spread I created. There's like 5 different opportunities there. They're all waiting inside the coven. And just step into the portal, this community portal, along with the workshops. This is where we scale your health, your relationships, your wealth, your career through an elemental design and spiritual intelligence, which we all carry. And generally, those are the areas in life where we have energetic hiccups. Wealth, health, relationships, career. Basically, that's where it kind of plays out. So with that, I just want to say, schedule a private Cowry Shell Divination if you're craving a personalized medicine mapped out to your specific, I call them forces of adversity or energetic hiccups, and your destined pathway. So we're just literally getting started, and this wolf moon has really been speaking or howling. The path is opening, and the year is already kind of shaping or moving or flowing itself around the frequency that each and every one of us choose. So until next week, next Friday, stay aligned and stay attuned. And of course, as always, I will see you on the other side. With that, I like to say, people dim your light all the time. They throw shade. And if people can throw shade and dim your light, then I can illuminate your radiance, your brilliance. You don't know me. My name is the Tonya D. My motto is changing lives, igniting passions on the information highway, the internet, or the interwebs, while awakening your spirit. So with that, I'll see you on the other side, or at least next week, or in the coven. Ashe, blessings.